What's going on, everybody? My name is Mark Ponce. Welcome to the first episode of my new movie review channel. It's gonna called Mark's Movie Reviews. Pretty plain and simple. My name is Mark Ponce. I am 36 years old. I'm from a small town called Beeville, Texas. I love where I'm from. I love what I do. I'm a barber, bar trade, ex-military, veteran in the army. I've been cutting hair for about 7 years now. I have three beautiful children. They mean the world to me. I have a girlfriend, and she has two kids. So all in all, I got five kids. So with that being said, I want to get straight into the movie reviews. And the first movie I'm going to be reviewing is 28 Years Later. Yes. So I want to review this movie just because it's new in my head. I just watched it. I was just seeing it in theaters. Me and my brother and one of my sons, he's running the horror movies with me. And the other movies I'll review later on. Just right now, I'm just gonna go with fresh in my head. Just saw it in theaters about 2 weeks ago. So let's dive into it. So I'm gonna go with the positives first. So the first positive is the gore is really good. I really like the gore. It's really well directed. The actors are good. I love Aaron Taylor Johnson. I like him as an actor in Savages, even though he was a little in Savages, but he was, he's a good actor. And the little boy is acting. He acts well. The wife, she does good acting also as well in it. And the whole concept, I like the concept of the movie. Just they it starts off really good. I'm really into the beginning. It's how he's taking his son out to go hunt for the first time, even though some people think he's too young, but he has to teach his son how to, to be a survivor, how to survive when his dad's not there no more, and his mom's sick. We're not too sure what's wrong with her at first. So then, he gets his first kill. We get to the party. They're having a big party. The dad is really hyping up his son, even though he really didn't do much. He tried. He shot one, but he really hyped. He was hyping his son up to make his son look really good. And his son was like, "Dad, oh no." He's like, "Son, don't be modest." But nonetheless, then the son catches the dad messing around with another woman. So he, by the way, spoiler alert, sorry. But the son catches the dad, and he's disgusted by the dad because obviously the mom is sick, laying in bed, and his dad's out here drinking, messing around with women. So he sees his dad in a whole different light. But so he runs back to the mom. The mom's sick. He wants to be with his mom, and he really doesn't want nothing to do with his dad. And well, there's a person that tells him, "Hey, there is a doctor out there." So the son decides to get the mom because the mom, she can't really remember things. You don't know if she has dementia, what's wrong with her, how sick she is. And he takes her on. So I'm like, it's good up until that point. Then all of a sudden, it starts to slow down. They meet a character. He's from he's a Swedish soldier. How he helps them because they're getting chased by the zombies or whatever, they get infected, how they call them. And he just tells them the duck, and he freaking kills all these zombies. I don't know how they don't get injured. I don't know if the flames are just over, it just from above. It was weird. Y'all have to watch what I'm talking about. But nonetheless, he helps them. And the young boy, you have to realize the young boy, all he's ever known is to be on this island. No phone, never had a phone. So the Swedish soldier's showing him pictures of his girlfriend. And the girl's like, he's like, why does she look like that? Because, people get surgeries done. They get all this stuff done. It's hilarious. You got to watch it. So, nonetheless, they run into what they're called the alphas, which these guys are very large, infected. I don't understand how they're called alphas. So they're walking down this journey. The mom, there's a pregnant infected, and the mom helps the infected have the baby, and the baby's not infected. Don't ask me how that is. That happens. It makes no logical sense to me, but nonetheless, we keep going. Then from here, this is where for me, it gets into the negatives. It starts slowing down. Because now, like, there's not much action. You're just traveling to go find this doctor. And then they find the doctor, and through the whole, he's trying to diagnose her. And he's like, well, I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not too sure, but from all the symptoms, she has cancer. And the mom realizes it, and that's why, it makes more sense her memory's going, because she's dying. Like, she's losing a lot of memory. And so, but like, I don't know. For me personally, it was just too slow. Like, it drags out for like an hour of them hanging out with this doctor, but they're not doing anything. The dialogue is kind of long, boring. There's no infected, nothing. Well, the doctor actually, when he knows people, I forgot how he burns them and puts their skull and makes this mountain, like a big old giant mountain of skulls. Gives a skull to the son, which for me personally, if that's me, you're giving my mom a skull, like you're asking me to go find a place for her. I'm like, come on. That's scary. To me, that's kind of scary, but it's weird. So he decides he's not going to come back. He writes a letter to his dad, and he has the baby still. He had the baby still. Ships the baby back to the island with his dad. Leaves a letter, says, "Dad, I'm not coming home." And then it flashes to him just trying to survive, and a whole bunch of infected come running after him. And all of a sudden, like he has a couple, he shoots down a couple, and the guy out of nowhere is like, "Oh, that's not bad, but there's too many for you. Do you mind if we take over?" And he's like, "Sure." Then all of a sudden, all these Power Rangers start jumping out of nowhere, and you're just like, what in the hell? Like, you just went from the slow burn movie to all of a sudden these dudes are doing backflips, killing them, just being crazy. It was just wild. And you're just like, okay, where the hell did that come from? And then you realize that in the beginning of the movie, so I missed the whole beginning part. There's a beginning, the little boy runs to a church, and the infected take over the church, and he takes off from the back, and you don't see him again. Well, now you realize that at the end, it's the boy from the beginning. His name is Jimmy, and his group of martial arts, Power Ranger, Ninja Turtles, whatever you want to call them, because they're all wearing jewelry, tracksuits, different color tracksuits. He names them the Jimmies. And you realize it's the boy from the beginning, and it's over. And it's just like, that seemed very troll. It seemed just like very like a parody. Like they were making this is a serious movie, the whole movie. And then all of a sudden you get this very unserious scene, and you're just like, okay, that's all right. But all in all, like, I think it was a decent movie. It wasn't bad. I think we're gonna have to see, because it's a trilogy, so obviously it's gonna end like on a cliffhanger. From what we're told, this next movie is gonna be about Jimmy and how he forms the Jimmys and stuff like that. So we're just gonna see. I know it was shot back to back, so it's coming out really soon here. I think December, January, the new one's gonna come out. So we'll just have to see. But that's all I got on my rating. Like, I want to say a 6 out of 10. It just seemed, I liked it, but I didn't love it. It's a good movie though. You should go out and check it out. So that's all I got for today, man. Hey, like, subscribe, and comment. Please, would be appreciated, man. So again, hey, I'm out. This is Mark Ponce. See you next time, guys.